afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from in the world at this moment. I am currently in East Legon, Accra, on the way to a meeting at the office. I thought I would do a quick live video. It's been a while since I've done a live video. And I think the last live I did was with Authentic African on his channel, where we were talking about different things happening in Ghana. And so just taking you on my drive as I head out of East Legon to the office. If you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Ivy Prosper, and I do videos about my experiences in Ghana, giving you information about Ghana in my Your Guide on Ghana series. And in my African Women on the Move series, I talk about positive things that African women are doing. So today I'm on my way. I just left a meeting with a friend I haven't seen in a long time. It was really great catching up. And now I am on my way to the office for a meeting, and thought I would say hello. And just talk about, I've noticed, I tweeted earlier that the content creation in Ghana is become saturated. There's so many content creators now in Ghana talking about Ghana. People are landing for the first time and talking about Ghana. And I'm just wondering, do I need to be in the space anymore? Because there's so many people sharing their stories, and it's becoming, what's the word I'm looking for? It's becoming almost repetitive. Like everybody's talking about the same things, and I feel like our audiences might become overwhelmed because they may want something new, they may want to hear something different, but it seems like Ghana's the place to be. I mean, so I get it. I understand why there's so much content coming from Ghana. And the first time I did a video, I posted a video about Ghana was in 2011. 2011, I posted a video of myself walking through the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in the La area. And I was just talking about, you know, the beauty of being in that area, and talking about changing the narrative of Africa. And then from then, I wasn't really posting content, trying to be a content creator. At the time, I was posting just to share with my friends in Canada my experiences. So a lot of those videos were actually unlisted. They weren't public videos. I see some comments coming here. Thanks for those of you who've joined. I've got to put my glasses on to read the comments. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, Francine, love you. Oh my gosh. Francine, Franny Lens, thanks for joining. You are one of my old friends. She's one of my OGs when it comes to Ghana. Some people don't know, in 2012, I worked at SOS College, which is a private school in Ghana. I was working there as the head of the Creative Writing Center. And Fran was one of my colleagues there. She was here in Ghana. Now she's gone back to the States. So I'm so glad you joined. Aphrodisiac Villas and Spa said facts, lack creativity too. Sources TV Ghana, everyone is doing his own, so do your own, please. Thank you. Brandon, yes, it's your heart, and we love what you bring to the scene. Thank you. The algorithm, almost repetitive. It's entirely repetitive. Everyone's doing the same. I have unsubscribed from most. Oh, wow. Wow. So yeah, so I've just been thinking a lot about this. So I tweeted it because, I mean, I know that there can be multiple people doing stories in the same place. I mean, obviously, because, you know, we have TV stations that are in the same place. There's TV stations that are doing stories in the same place. But I feel like in the YouTube space, we have to all start trying to find ways to create our own niche. The other thing is, I think everybody has their own way of telling a story. So the way I may share my experience in a restaurant might be different than the way someone else shares their experience in a restaurant. Sorry about that. I'm on the phone and I got a call and interrupted my live stream. That's one of the most expensive places to live in Ghana. I've heard of people paying up to 4,000 US dollars a month in that place. That's what I've been told. I haven't actually personally inquired, but I've had people tell me that they know people paying that much in one of those three buildings. So yeah, so the content creation space, you know, I was saying, I admit sometimes I have something I want to share, then I see someone else that share the same place, and I'm like, oh goodness, should I post my video? Because then it seems like someone else has already done it. But then at the same time, we all have our own way of telling our stories. Everybody has their own angle. Everyone has their audience. Somebody might not like me, so they're not going to watch my video. Someone might like someone else, so they'll watch someone else's video. But what do you think? Do you think that there's too much content coming out of Ghana right now? Does that say something about Ghana? If there's too much content, or if there's a lot of content coming from here, does that mean that this is the place to be? Does that mean that in the continent of Africa, of all the countries on the continent, is this the country to come to? Because it seems like there's so many people coming here and then sharing their experience, which is awesome. I think it's fantastic that we're sharing the narrative of Africa in our own way, because for decades, centuries, our stories weren't being told from our perspective. So I guess it's kind of, I guess it's kind of important for us to all tell our stories. Everybody has their own different experiences. So I'll continue to share with you on my drive, because I've had some people send me messages saying they want to see more of what it looks like going around town, the reality of people's day to day. So you can see on this side here, there's some traffic that's going over here. And oh, I see a super chat. Thank you so much. I don't know who sent it. Let me just see it. I can't see it up here. Laser Sources TV. Knowledge Seekers is high. You may have to travel to neighboring countries so you can differentiate yourself from other bloggers from time to time. Just be original. Afro-TC, I feel is the spot. Thank you so much for that super chat. Afro-TC, I feel is the spot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Requoya says your content is unique to you. I like hearing your narratives. Thank you. Truthful Forever. Good morning. I'm one of your subscribers. Everyone can go to the party, but when the party is over, not everyone wants to clean up. Just be innovative and creative. You do very good job. Thank you so much. And then I have the next comment. You're in your own lane, and the way you present the message is definitely needed. Thank you so much. Your content are one of a kind and very creative. Feel free and do what you do best. Always, we love you. Thank you so much. Your content's unique, and that is why I subscribe to your channel. We can't hear you with the camera facing away. Oh, you can't. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to get you to see the scenes. I thought I had set the camera. It's probably because of the wind blowing when I put it out the window. But I kind of wanted people to just see the city on my drive with my Uber driver. Today I have a nice Uber driver. I have a nice Uber driver today. What's your name again? Dixon. Dixon is my Uber driver today, and he is very nice. This morning I had a bad Uber experience. I got into the car and the driver was like, I don't want to go. The place I'm going was 4 kilometers away. It's not even like it was a far distance. 4 kilometers, not even 10 minutes drive. And he was like, no, I don't want to go there. So he canceled the trip when I was sitting in the car. And last night I had 4 Uber drivers that all canceled because they didn't want to take me to my destination. If you're coming to Ghana and you're going to be using Uber as your transportation, be mindful of the fact that there are drivers who will refuse to take you places. And sometimes it's not even about safety, because sometimes there's places. I understand if there's a place where there's like a bad neighborhood somewhere and someone doesn't want to go, that they decide they don't want to go there. I can respect that. But the one this morning, 4 kilometers, that's in the US would be like 2 miles. And he didn't want to go. He like literally just did not want to go because that's not where he wanted to go. I was like, that's just crazy. And then a couple of weeks ago at the office, I was trying to leave the office. So the city of Accra is divided into different neighborhoods. So my office is in cantonments. And then the neighboring area is Laboni. So Laboni, in that area is where the driver was when I made the request. And he sent a message to say, it's a 7-minute drive to pick me up. He doesn't want to come. I was like, what? 7-minute drive and he didn't want to come. So just be mindful that there are some Uber drivers who don't want to take you places, or they don't want to pick you up, which is really odd. But one thing to consider is when you do get someone who's a really friendly, really good customer service, for people who are traveling here, sometimes you want to hire a driver for the week or for a few days, especially if you're doing a long road trip. Then you get the driver's contact information, you establish a relationship, and then you can hire them for the week. You agree on a price, and then you have someone to take you around without worrying about hassles because you've had an arrangement in advance. So that's a thing that you can do as well. Particularly people who want to go to multiple places, you want to stop here, stop there. It's a good idea so that you are able to get a lot done without having to worry about always having to request a car. And I've said this before, that if you come and you're making a payment with your card, because a lot of the drivers here prefer cash, and I know that in other places in the world, people prefer using their card when it comes to using the Uber or Bolt, because the whole point was to be cashless, to not worry about having to always handle cash. And then it was also supposed to be for the safety of the driver, so that the drivers don't have so much cash on them, so there's no risk of them getting robbed. But here, if you have so much cash on you, there's the risk for the driver. So I don't know why a lot of them prefer to have cash. So anyway, just a tip for those of you who may be coming. Now, I get this question a lot. People ask me what the protocols are right now in Ghana with respect to COVID. So because people know I work with Ghana Tourism Authority. So right now with COVID, there is no guideline with respect to, because someone asked me if there's a difference for vaccinated people. You do not have to be vaccinated to come to Ghana. There's no, at this moment of me doing this video, today, September, what's today, 28th, 29th? September 29th, there is no current restriction saying that you have to be vaccinated to come to Ghana. What you do need to come to Ghana is have a COVID test within 72 hours of boarding your flight. You must have a COVID test upon arrival at the airport. So that's what the current restriction is. The internet is reconnecting. The internet, because we're driving, the internet is coming in and out. So I apologize if there's moments that I drop out. It's because we're driving. Just give you another view of where we are right now. I think there's an ambulance trying to get through in this traffic. I'm glad people are moving for him, because sometimes you get drivers who don't move for the ambulance. So yeah, so those are the restrictions with respect to the COVID-19 pandemic when coming to Ghana. And then most places you go, they ask you to wear a mask when you go inside. But then you have a situation where you go inside, but then everybody takes their mask off, particularly in restaurants, because they take it off to eat. But a lot of places in Ghana are outdoors. So you find a lot of people feel more comfortable. But yeah, so I just wanted to say those things because people do ask me about that. So this past weekend, I was in the Volta region of Ghana, and because I was made into one of the ambassadors for the Volta region for travel for the Volta fair that's coming up, because my father's side is from the Volta region. My mom's side is from the Eastern region, so I am half Achim, half Ewe. So Achim is part of the Akan group. The Akans, for those who don't know, include the Ashantis, the Achims, the Equiapim, the Fantis. So one of the big ambassadors of the Volta Region's travel and tourism. So this weekend we did some traveling and I made some content I will edit and share, so people can see that as an optional place to go when they travel to Ghana. Right now the popular places in Ghana are the Central region, Greater Accra, and the Ashanti region. And then partially the Eastern region. People go to Aburi to see the Aburi Botanical Gardens, or they go to Kwewu for the mountains. So now the government is trying to help push the Volta region as a place to visit. Now, World Tourism Day, some of you may not know, September 27th is World Tourism Day. So around the world, tourism is celebrated. It was an initiative of the United Nations to designate September 27th as World Tourism Day. Now, being that the pandemic has affected so many people around the world in the tourism industry, the theme this year was about tourism for inclusive growth. So finding ways to boost tourism that helps the marginalized communities, because there's a lot of marginalized communities who work in the tourism and hospitality sector that were greatly affected by what happened with the pandemic. Thank you for joining. Michael Apia, thank you for joining. Akwesi Owusu Ansa, thank you for joining. Jose Long, thank you for joining so much. I really appreciate it. You asked, do you feel completely westernized yet? I don't know. Partly, I guess. I mean, I grew up in Canada, so it's a larger part of who I am. But being African is also a large part of who I am. Because even when I was growing up in Canada, my mom especially always made sure we knew we were Africans, that we were from Ghana. So I have a balance of the two. But I have a lot of respect for things here. Things that may not make sense, you find a way to understand where people are coming from in order for you to really get it. Because I mean, even between Canada and the US, there's things that we did in Canada that Americans don't do and vice versa. So whenever you go to another country, there's always that challenge of learning from each other. So I was saying, for World Tourism Day, trying to do things that help boost tourism, particularly for marginalized communities. And so in Ghana, the Volta region is a region that there's a lot of high unemployment in that area. There's a lot of potential for tourism in that area, especially for things like beaches and some of the adventure tourism, ecotourism. Because a lot of people like to go to places for nature. They like to go to places where they're going to hike up mountains. They like to go canoeing in rivers and those kinds of things. So that region has a lot of natural resources. So we were at this place called Amejofe, which is where I just posted a short clip of an Ewe lesson that I took with Kafuide. Kafuide is a popular broadcast journalist here in... Okay, the internet almost had to end the stream because as we were driving, the internet dropped again. So I was saying that we were staying in Amejofe, which is the highest human settlement in Ghana, and going up the mountain was quite an adventure. I did not record it because I was scared for my life. As we were driving, it was raining heavy, there was thick fog, and there was no light. And the driver, we were telling him to slow down, and he was like, God, well, you're in God's hands. God is in control. This is in God's hands. And we're just like all so scared. We're like, yeah, in God's hands, but your hands are on the steering wheel right now. So anyway, if you ever go to the Volta region and decide to visit Amejofe, beautiful views. It's very cold at night, so here is part of Ghana that actually gets cold. I recommend driving there in the daytime. Drive up there in the daytime when it's light and you can see where the driver is going, because we were so close to the edge. There were times we felt like our bus was going to tip over on this cliff. I know of people who told me they've had this kind of experience driving up the mountain on the west coast of Canada in BC, on the Rocky Mountain Range area. I have done that drive myself, but I've heard people tell me stories of feeling very uneasy on that drive. So anyway, and then we went to Hohoi in the Volta region, surrounded by beautiful mountains where the activities took place for the World Tourism Day celebrations. Ghana chose to do World Tourism Day celebrations in the Volta. The scenery, the air. So yeah, it was really, and I met a lot of people, taken some contacts, and we'll definitely go back and explore again in some other areas. And we went to a restaurant hotel called, restaurant like bed and breakfast, not a big hotel, called Sogakope. The food was excellent. They have 3 apartments there that people can stay in. It's an alternative of a place to just get away from the city. You're not far from the water. You can go for a cruise down at the end, but really excellent food. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's what I did this past weekend. Was at was in the Volta region. So, all right. So let me wrap it up. I did say that I did start this video off talking about the content in Ghana seeming like it's saturated. There's lots of people doing the same things. So I thought, should I stop? Should I stop? So I asked the question, and some of you have answered, I should not stop. I should keep going. So I will keep going. I will continue on this journey of sharing content from Ghana. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. For those of you who have not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see the future content that I have coming. I really appreciate you. I am arriving at my office now. We are here. Yes, you can see the big Beyond the Return sign there. I am at my office now, so I am going to be wrapping up. I'm going to be wrapping up. I am wrapping up. Oh, let me just show you the bus. The double-decker bus for tours. If you want to do tours, that bus is 3,000 Ghana cedis if you want to rent the entire bus. But you can pay for yourself per person. It's 60 Ghana cedis to go on the city tour. I'm making a plug now. Anyway, so I was saying I'm wrapping up. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. It's 1:03, so I'm officially late. And thank you so much. There's content coming, and I will go in the comments when I get a chance after this meeting and respond to some of you who have made some comments throughout this video. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again. Bye for now.